bring it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Black Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Seahawks going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First carry here for John Crockett, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. John Crockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play action. Now Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, as that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And Wilson has it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, you know, he'd say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Wilson on 3rd down. He finds his man, Baldwin. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. On the screen pass, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he's got room. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Garoppolo throwing out second. Blitz coming, and down he goes. K.J. Wright not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Garoppolo now. Deep ball for Goodwin. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. John Crockett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. To throw again is Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And he'll power his way up near the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Looking from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got Moncrief. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down, a run with Hyde. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Hyde running right. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Richardson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down following the run.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Mike 54! Watch the curl! Watch the curl!
Attempt carry for Hyde. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Play action. Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. John Crockett with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo on 1st down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is Moncrief for the catch. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cam Chancellor in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a throw right sideline is complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Garoppolo now, first down throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. It's Garoppolo, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15.
Back it up, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up,
Garoppolo again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They run it again with Hyde. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
All right, here we go.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Double tight, guys, double tight. All right, 4 down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment.